Hello, everyone. This is Gosha, and I am a numerologist. And today we have a very special day. It's September 11, 2023, and it's 22nd anniversary of September 11 attack on United States. And with all due respect, we of course should remember all the people who died that day. It was absolutely a devastating event. To all of you who don't remember, who are babies, you probably know about it just from the news and from books. But to the older generation, like myself, we do remember how absolutely devastating we were all, especially us here on East Coast. It was quite something. We never forget about it, and I want to thank to everybody who were helping that day in New York and Pentagon and Pennsylvania, to all the firefighters and medical professionals and everybody else who helped. That was absolutely amazing job that everybody did, and we're never gonna forget what happened, and hopefully it never gonna repeat again. But as I was going through some information regarding September 11, I found some very interesting information regarding that day that caught my eye. And at first, I just thought that maybe numbers just repeating it themselves, maybe this is just a coincidence. But as we know in the numerology world, they are not coincidences. Some numbers are giving us a special information, and when we see them and we know how to decode them, then there is a little bit more into the story that you would expect. And in a few minutes, I'm gonna present to you what I found, and I was shocked, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be also shocked because they quite amazing. I mean, I actually I knew about the event, of course, but there is something quite there that is unexplainable. And these all these facts you can find yourself online. You can find them in books. All the numbers are there, all the dates are there, so everybody can Google it and find from themselves. However, it takes a little bit of time because it's not like everything is right there on one page. So when you are like myself, when you like to find out what else there is, why is it happening, and how is this connected to that day, September 11, then your eyes are really opening, and you're probably gonna be wonder, what happened? Yes, I was shocked myself. So I'm gonna tell you what I found. In the very beginning, when I start looking through September 11, at first what caught my eye in numerology, if you're interested in numerology, you probably know that each number has specific meaning, specific vibration. And when you add all the numbers in that day of September 11, 2001, 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, because 0 in numerology we don't take for consideration, so we use all the digits from 1 to 9, we're going to get number 5. And 5 in numerology is a number of changing. 5, it's fast. 5 needs to move. 5 likes to do something. 5 is full of energy. The energy of 5 is just very dynamic, and the energy of 5 needs to do something and go somewhere and change something. So that's the vibration of number 5 in general. So the vibration of that entire day 22 years ago was 5. And then another thing what caught my eye, that there was a flight number 11. And also, each building, the two towers in New York, the South Tower and the North Tower, they had both of them 110 stories. When we don't take zero for consideration, we're gonna end up again with 11. The Twin Towers in New York, standing by themselves next to each other, it's like one and one, kind of look like number 11. New York State was added to the Union as the 11th state. That was very interesting. And also, if you're interested in the numerology, you probably know that in numerology, we have a master numbers like 11, 22, 33, 44. And also we have karmic numbers like 13, 14, 16, 19. Some numerologists also mention number 26 as a karmic number. I explained this in a different video. So there were two flights that in one flight, 65 people die, which when you add 6 plus 5 give us 11. And the other flight, 56 people die. And when you add 5 to 6, it gives us 11. Then the two towers, I checked the dimension of the two towers in New York City. The south face tower, the World Trade Center 2, what is the south tower, it was 1,362 feet tall, or 415.1 meter tall. When you add the meter dimensions, 4 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 give us 11. The North Tower was 1,368 feet tall, and there was an antenna also, which was 360 feet tall. Altogether, we get 1,728 feet. When you add all these digits to each other, we're going to get 18 and give us 9. So we see for some reason that South Tower in a dimension had number 11, and the North Tower with the dimension had number 9, which was very interesting. So that was something out of this world when I find out about it. Okay, the other one. There was a woman who survived 27 hours. She was covered under the debris for 27 hours. 27 in numerology is also a sacred number. It had special meaning. So that was very interesting. There was art pieces that were lost, cost approximately $100 million. Some of them, they were Picasso's arts that just got lost. The rescue team found 65,000 items from the people who died in New York City. When you add 6 and 5 to each other, you're going to get 11. There were 437 watches found. When you add all these digits to each other, you're going to get 14 and 5 at the end. And they were 144 rings, wedding rings, different type of rings that the rescue team found. When you add 1, 4, and 4 to each other, you're going to get number 9. So that was very, very odd when I start reading about it. Very interesting. So you see, like, once you start looking into numbers, not because they just regular numbers, but they have like a hidden deep message in them, you're going to find amazing things. That's what usually numerologists do. They don't see numbers as just birthday numbers or street numbers or any numbers. Each number has specific meanings. What else I want to tell you here? Okay. So, American Airline Flight 11 had 11 crew members on that flight and 81 passengers on board. So we have 11 crew members, and when you add 8 plus 1, that equals 9. So that was the flight. That was the flight 11. But there was another very interesting information. Okay, then. And also regarding the same flight, what I want to show you. American Airline Flight 11 departed from Boston at 7:59 a.m. When you add all these numbers to each other until you get single digit, you're going to get 3, because 7 plus 9 plus 5 plus 9 equals 21, and then at the end you're going to get 3. It was hijacked at 8:14 a.m. Again, you add all these numbers to each other, you're going to get 13 and 4 at the end. It hit the World Trade Center North Tower at 8:46 and 40 seconds a.m. Again, when you add all these numbers to each other, you're going to get 22, which is a master number. But when you add 2 and 2 to each other, you're going to get 4. And now, when you add all these numbers to each other, the 3, the 4, and the 7, wait a minute, there's something not quite right here. Isn't it 7? Yes. When you got all this number, the 3, that's 7. Yes, 3, 4, that's 7. And the 22, that's 4. I'm gonna get 11. I just had to double check my calculations because I calculate this by hand. I just want to make sure. And yes, we got 3 from the first time. We got 4 from 8:14, and we got 22 from the last time. So that's 4. And at the end, you're going to get 11. Coincidence? Too many coincidences, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, flight number 175 had 65 people on board. When you add 6 plus 5, that's 11. And then flight, I'm not sure why do I have here flight 175. Hmm. Was both of these flights 175? No, one was. Okay, so there was another flight. Right now I don't remember which one was it. That was the being. So that was the flight 11, I believe. So this another flight had 9 crew members and 56 passengers. When you add 5 plus 6, you're gonna get 11. So that was very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And also, the South Tower of World Trade Center burned for 56 minutes before collapsing. When you add 5 plus 6, that's 11. But the interesting thing is, one of the terrorists, his name was Mohammed Atta, he flew he flew um, and got when he got his license, that was in November previous year, master number 11, and he died at age 33, master number 33, if you know what that means. So I know, ladies and gentlemen, that maybe it's a little difficult for you to understand once you don't see it. I just spent last night, when I started researching this, it just coincidentally, I started seeing all these facts and they hit me, because this number 9 and 11, and also there is a lot of numbers that are karmic numbers in this entire scenario, but the 9 and 11 looks like, I can't really explain to you what happened, but there is something about that number that is involved in this entire day of 9/11. They were 11, the numbers that you add to each other, for some reason they give 9 on 11. That was very, very odd to me. What else I want to talk to you about it, because there is like so many. I have like so many. There is also something, and this is gonna be your cherry on your cake that I just figured out actually this morning. Sometime, numerologists, they have this intuition that they go with, and something is telling us to just like look in there or look in that or see this or see that, and for some reason I just coincidentally check on another event. So in United Flight 93, I believe there was a movie about United Flight 93, about the crew members that were fighting during that flight to stop the terrorists. There were 2 guys there, very specific people. The one person was named Jeremy Logan Glick, and he was a judo champion. And in his town where he lived, people decide, after the event, people decide to do something special for him. And also, there was another man. His name was Mark Kendall Bingham, and he was a rugby player. And I believe these were the 2 guys that were trying to stop the terrorists in the plane. And listen to this. Mark Bingham, a rugby player. Oh, excuse me. He was coincidentally 6.5 inches tall, which give us 11. And the day of birth of Jeremy Logan Glick was September the 3rd, 1970. When you add all these digits to each other, 9 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7, you get 29. When you add 2 plus 9, that gives 11. And the other person, his name was Mark Bingham. He was 6.5 inches tall, rugby player, big guy. His date of birth was May 22nd, 1970. When you add the month and the date of his birth, guess what that is? That's 9. And that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. In Chaldean numerology, when you add all the numbers from the letters in Jeremy Glick name, Jeremy Logan Glick, you get 49. 4 plus 9 equals 13, then equals 4. When you, in the Chaldean numerology, using the Chaldean system, when you add Mark Kendall Bingman letters, if you transform letters into numbers, when you add all the digits in his name, you get 50, which is 5. 4 plus 5 equals 9. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let me know if perhaps you have more information about that day or maybe at different days, because I'm shocked. I knew about a couple things that were kind of odd to that entire day of September 11, 2001. But once I started researching, it really knocked my socks out. So I'm pretty sure there is more that I'm not aware of. So if you have any additional information that maybe bring us closer to the event, and maybe someone has an explanation why is that 9 and 11 deeply involved in that entire scenario of that entire day, no matter where you look. If you look at the attack in New York, or if you look at the attack in Pentagon, or if you look at the attack in Pennsylvania, there is something there that 9 and 11 plays huge role in that entire scenario of that entire day, which was very, very difficult and absolutely devastating day for all of us in the United States. So that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know in the comments if you have any additional information, and I'm gonna still look for additional information regarding this day or maybe a different day, and maybe we can somehow together figure it out what else there is in the numbers that are really unexplainable but are very mysterious and worth it to look into. Thank you, and see you next time.